congratulate Norfolk State. They played an outstanding game, especially in the second half. You know, they came out with a lot of energy. It all started basically at the end of the first half. They made a big three, Jameson did, at the end of the first half. And boy, he really got hot in the second half, and we lost him a couple of times. And he looked like the prolific three-point shooter that he is, shooting 52% from the line, second in the country. So give them credit. They played their butts off in the second half, and our guys fought. We fought in the second half. It wasn't necessarily because of the lack of effort. We dove on the floor. You know, we had a chance to win it there in the end. So, you know, I'm proud of our guys, and especially our seniors. Lawson, AJ Jr., Riley, and Dante. We made all those guys stand up in front of the team, and we wanted to just honor them for all of their hard work and dedication to the program on and off the court. But a disappointing loss. The way we lost this game is some of the reasons why we were, didn't make it to the NCAA tournament. So it gives us a lot to work on. Whenever we can get started with our off-season training, I told those guys we don't want to ever feel like this again. So it gives, every time we lift the weight or run a sprint or work on our free throws or in practice working on not turning the ball over, whatever it is, every single day we practice, we don't want to ever feel like this again, and we're capable of having a much better season than what we had this year.
Thank you, Coach. Just raise your hand if you have a question. We'll get a mic over to you. Questions now? Start with Alex here in the back right.
Avery, you say thought the team had energy, but there were obvious lulls at times, and even Kyra mentioned, when you don't necessarily see the stands packed for a game, it's hard to kind of develop some of that. Were there times that you saw where you could point to that the energy lacked quite a bit?
Kyra really did a nice job for us this year, especially not having an off season. He's going to get in the weight room and work to get better. Really love what he brought to the table. I thought he overachieved this year, especially on the offensive end. And just an outstanding family, outstanding young man. I wouldn't want to talk too much about the crowds tonight because the folks who showed up tonight, they were into the game. We had some incredible crowds this year against our in-state rival, LSU, Florida, where we still came up short. So our fans showed up, and the ones that didn't tonight, it wasn't because they don't necessarily love Alabama basketball. They gave us their all this year. So now I want to thank them for their commitment to us this year through the ups and the downs.
Let's go in the front here to Drew. That's your season.
Coach, your team got out-rebounded 49-45. And it happened a lot this year. How do you get the team to, show more effort rebounding the basketball? Because I know that was an area of concern this season.
Very much so, Drew, and especially against a team where we thought we had a size advantage, and basically their big guys both almost at 1 point away from having a double-double. And so, if we can't out-rebound this team, then that says a lot about how much of an improvement that we have to make rebounding the basketball. Part of it is mentality, all right? Part of it is mentality, and just kind of having that hit-first mentality, and they got some loose balls, some 50-50 balls. It wasn't always in the interior, but we got to do a better job there. That's something going to be major, important, point of emphasis next year.
Second row on the left, Cecil.
Coach, you got the turnover with about a little under 5 seconds left inbounding the ball. Mm-hmm. What were you hoping to happen on the inbound, rallying it up and running it to John, kind of moving away from the basket?
Yeah, we got a little play that we like running against the zone, and we were just going to reverse a guy there in the paint or try to maybe even hit Petty on the backside, and we just couldn't get the ball where it needed to go, and that's another area where we have to improve. We ran a little play earlier in the game against the zone. Petty got a three at the top of the key. So they looked like they were ready for that one, so we went to another look, and we were just trying to get a little bit of a reverse right there underneath the basket and then go up and score it, but we just couldn't make the pass.
Front right, Michael.
After your fourth season here, how would you assess the progress of this program?
Well, this year, obviously, we kind of flatlined a little bit, and we wanted to take a step forward. I had talked about that all in the off season, and a step forward would have meant making it to the tournament with another opportunity to advance. But things happen, and whether you don't make it to the tournament or whether you're another sport, and you lose in the first round of your tournament or lost in the second round, you gotta come back and work. We got a lot of work to do. So, you know, we don't think it's all a failure just because we didn't make it to the tournament, but we have work to do. And I know more about this team. I know more about, you know, coaching in college after my 4th year. This is not my 14th year at Alabama. It's just the 4th year. But we wanted to have better results. I am not hiding from that. And I'm very disappointed with the loss tonight, and I'm disappointed we couldn't take that step forward. But, you know, we'll figure out how to do that. And we have some ideas as a staff.
We're gonna take 3 more questions, starting on the far left here.
Avery, you touched on it in the opening about the seniors. What are your thoughts on their progress as not only players but people since you got here? Because you came when they were freshmen, so
Right.
you pretty much dealt with them since they entered college. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just think we got some guys that's going to be maybe running, maybe a president of a company. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Lawson Schaefer is the general manager of an NBA team years from now. Avery Jr., same thing. You know, he could work on a management level. He can get into coaching. Riley Norris, you know, he'll have an opportunity to play some more basketball, hopefully somewhere on some level. And same with Dante Hall. So I just think all of those guys have bright futures, and they're incredible kids.
Go back to Cecil.
Coach, have you had an opportunity to talk to Greg Byrne about the season and your plans to fix some of the problems? Have you talked to him, or will you talk to him now that the season's over?
Yeah, we've already talked. Yep, we talked, what's the days? We talked Saturday for an hour. We met, so we shared some ideas of how we can get better.
Okay, last question's gonna be back here on the back right to Alex. Matt, you're good, right?
Yeah.
Good, okay, yeah, last question, Alex.
Mentioned you all spoke about the kind of plan moving forward, that you have a structure in place or some form of plan. But obviously there have been some speculation about your job status, not just here, but even prospects at the next level. Just how invested are you in this team right now? Just can you speak to that, this program going forward?
Well, I love being the coach here at Alabama. That's my plan. I made that crystal clear to Greg in our meeting. And hopefully they feel the same way. But I'm committed to it. I still have time left, obviously, on my contract. And when I came to Alabama, you know, I had other options. But I wanted to make a commitment to help and develop and help kids and help some of them become first-generation graduates from college, help some make it to the NBA. We've done both of those things. Help this team make it to the NCAA tournament and advance. We've done that. So yeah, we have a little bit of a setback this year, but I know this is microwave era where it's always, you know, blow the team up, blow the staff up when you don't get the results you want. But when you don't get the results you want, you work hard. I feel we have the right people. We have a nice recruiting class coming in, but we just got to get better. We got to get better, and you know, hopefully we'll have that opportunity.
All right, thank you, Coach.